Next, we'll take a look at the Educational Opportunity EOP program. The primary goal of the EOP program is to improve access of low-income, first-generation, and historically disadvantaged students from California with potential for academic success by making higher education a possibility. You can visit the EOP admission site to learn more about EOP program, eligibility criteria, and to view the application deadlines. If you wish to apply to EOP, you will have to fill out these additional sections as well. There will be 3 sections to complete, as well as provision of 2 letters of recommendation. So we'll cover that today. If you are applying for the fall term, your recommendations are going to be due, along with the EOP portion of your application, by January 15th. If you are applying for a spring term, they will be due August 31st. You can make edits to this section after you submit your application. You'll want to answer all required fields marked with an asterisk. Once you've entered in your required fields, and you will be prompted to answer additional questions if you indicate yes to any of these, you will discuss family information and review this important reminder. The applicants must complete the Cal State Apply application and then later return to complete the EOP portion of their application if you choose to do so. To ensure that your application is submitted on time, please refer to the campus-specific information. If you're applying to EOP after you've submitted your main application, you have to return to the dashboard and click on the blue Submit My Changes button in order for your updates to be received as part of the update process. Only updates to your EOP application will be considered after your initial submission. You'll continue on to your next section where the EOP parent and guardian information and financial status will be filled out as part of the selection criteria and consideration for the EOP program. If you are wishing to continue at this time, you'll report parent and guardian information. You'll report financial status to the best of your ability. Once you've completed these required fields, including indicating that you wish to continue the EOP application, providing your parent name, occupation 10 years ago, financial status including estimated actual income, here we have the 2021 estimate, 2020 estimated / actual income, total household size, and whether or not you are independent of parental support, you can save and continue. You want to make sure to complete the free application for federal student aid or the FAFSA or the California DREAM Act application as well. We'll save and continue to the next section here. Now, this is the EOP Biographical Questions. You will indicate that you wish to apply at this time. This is where you will answer some questions where the reviewers will determine your motivation and preparation to undertake college coursework. You're encouraged to answer as precisely and as honestly as possible. Use complete sentences and avoid responses such as yes or no. You'll be asked to respond to all of these prompts, and once you have done so, you will save and continue. Once the prompts have been responded to and you continue to the next section, you will have your EOP recommendations. It is required to have 2 recommendations. One must be from an academic counselor or teacher that can comment on your academic preparedness for university academic work. The second recommendation can be from an individual who can comment about your potential to succeed in college. For example, a counselor, a teacher, a community member, or an employer. Family member recommendations are not accepted. It's encouraged that you provide at least 2 weeks' notice for your recommender to complete their recommendation. In the deadline date below, enter a date at least 2 weeks from today. It is the applicant's responsibility to ensure that 2 recommendations are submitted by the recommenders by the deadline. Again, the deadline for fall is going to be January 15th and the deadline for spring is August 31st. To verify the recommender's status, you will click on Check Status tabs on the page above. To create an EOP recommendation request, you will enter in the first name, last name, email address, deadline, and a personal message to your recommender. You can select to waive your right of access to this recommendation by checking yes or no. You will have to check the box here to give permission to contact the recommender and permission for schools to contact the recommender. Please note that in addition to the recommendations outlined above, some programs at the schools may require additional supplemental information and/or an EOP interview. Once you have completed your required fields, you can save your recommendation request. You have now added your first recommendation and the status is listed as requested. You will follow the steps again to complete your second recommendation as well. And that completes section 3. We'll return here to your application and see that all required fields under supporting information have been completed. In the next section, we will cover program materials and additional information that some schools and programs may require of you.